too. All right. How you doing there, Paula? This is Karanya Disa, uh, CEO with Mobile Warriors. Fractal Mobile actually is our parent name, and Mobile Warriors is one of our names that we're doing business as. And this here video is basically going to be a quick presentation on the rise of the mobilely connected salon and kind of just go through real briefly as I can because you're viewing this over your phone and I don't want to keep you here for an hour or even 20 minutes for that matter. So, pardon if I go through really quick. I'm trying to make some real brief points and make it through this. Okay, and then we can set up our appointment. That way, I can sit down and go into this in more detail and kind of like see what it is that you're trying to accomplish and assist you in accomplishing that. Okay, well, just briefly looking at smartphones, some of these statistics you may already know, but just basically that 81% of that group between 25 and 35 own smartphones. That group between 55 and 65, 40% of them own smartphones. What that basically means is that the groups that have the bulk of the money in terms of who you're also dealing with, that may be the bulk of your clientele, that they have devices in which you can get your content through to them in a very engaging, interactive way. Some people, I don't know if you use email, but some people utilize, but it takes 90 seconds, 90 minutes actually for the average email, the average person to open an email that you send to them. So uh, I tend to think that that number is really for business owners. I think that the average person really checks their email probably like every 2 to 3 days. So if you have a time sensitive promotion out there, they may actually miss it and you may get lower redemption rates on that. But it takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. So you can ensure that, within, 90 seconds of putting your message out there, that 98% of the people who you send it to are going to be reading that message and have top of mind awareness of actually what it is that you're trying to push at that particular time. Um, 84% of Facebook news feeds aren't even viewed. So people who are spending a whole lot of time on Facebook, which has value and importance, 84% of those news feeds aren't even being viewed. And with Twitter, 71% of them are being ignored. 88% of emails are going on no open versus 2% of text messages not being open. So, as a business owner, looking at it from the perspective of, if you had the option of putting out your message to and through any one of those channels, which one would you prefer? I would prefer the one where you get 98%, open rate, so that you can guarantee that the majority of your customer base are going to see that and respond to that. Um, so a lot of these basic statistics, as I was saying, they're things you may already know, but they're very important for getting a context to understand what this means to you in terms of your business and your marketing to your business. Clearly, as we can see, this is from the Pew Research Center Internet and American Life Project spring tracking survey, where they looked at basically, the usage of cell phones, how people use their cell phones. And basically, as you can see at the top here, that 81% of that cell phone use is primarily in text messaging, receiving or sending text messages. Now, they use them in other ways, but clearly they're not utilizing it as frequent as they're utilizing text messages. Now, with mobile coupons, you're looking at basically in terms of you putting out a coupon for something that you're running at your store or at your salon, excuse me. Mobile shoppers, people who shop with mobile phones, utilize or redeem mobile coupons. You know, 80.4% of shoppers said that basically their perception of a retailer would improve if they had offered mobile coupons. Okay, those things are very, very important when you begin to look at reaching your customers. And with that all being said, that mobile coupons have had as high as even 17 times the actual redemption rate of traditional paper coupons. This here study coming from Boral Associates showing that basically they're getting 10 times the amount of redemption as paper coupons do. This is a live demo, Paula, actually. So when you get a chance to, try this on your phone, you can write it down now. Just take a mental note for it. This is like a live demonstration, and you could try it on your phone. And this is kind of like how one of your clientele, customers, both celebrity and lay people would like interact. One of the ways in which they would interact, they'll text blends to 63975, and when you text Blends to 9375, what have you just done to that particular person on that other end? They've instantly been entered into a database. What does that mean to you? That means that you can turn around in the upcoming months and remarket to that person any way that you would like to remarket to them. And in marketing to them, you basically can send pictures, coupons, links to websites, video, your commercial, a demonstration, or even a page where they can, order and purchase products from. Now, the good news about all of this is that when you look at text messaging, that the average text message stays on the average phone for 12 days. So you have 12 times to make repeated, impressions and additional exposure to that particular audience there. At the point of sale, this is just something that how we really, get into how to engage people, how to engage your customers in order to build those databases that you'll be leveraging, to increase your revenue and do a number of other things over in the ensuing months. Um, it's very, very important to make sure that at the point of sale, at the time when they're sitting down in your chair, or they're at the front checkout, that you either have some type of device there, like a tablet, which I'll show you real briefly, or you have your the person at the front desk whom we train to month, making the buying decision, or right when they're getting ready to go out on Saturday morning or something like that, and you push that message through to them, then on those particular text messages, on those offers, on those promotions, because you put it out there at the time where the individual is making their buying components that we get into with utilizing mobile coupons is basically sharing those coupons into your Facebook, your Twitter, and front end on the initial front to get this mobile coupon, that customer, that that we encourage them to share that coupon with 5 people in their social media who they think will like that, and we incentivize that. So that way, that when they do that, basically we provide, or you provide, an additional bonus or some sort to them for actually doing that. So they share that into their social media, their friends and others. They click on that, they like it, and it's key to keep in mind that the average 18 to 45-year-old has 220 Facebook friends. So you figure that within that 220, there's going to be someone who's going to want their hair to look good. So they say, yeah, they click on that link in Facebook, they get this type of gateway that pops up on their mobile phone or over their desktop to say enter your mobile number. They enter their mobile number, put a code in, bam, they're instantly in your database. This is a very, very effective and efficient way of marketing to that individual. It shows up in their Facebook feed here as an actual, whatever the coupon is, and right here and all, and explaining what it is, and they go ahead and click on it, and you're building your social media. You're also building your mobile databases, and then this is what's going to put you in the next stratosphere, above and beyond a lot of other salons out there at this particular time. So we help you to execute these types of programs, at the point of sale. You could do it right there when that, customer is, checking out or whatever have you. Have a tablet. You have a tablet right there, right here on the desktop right there, where they can just enter their mobile number in. When they enter their mobile number in, then they're in that database, and now again, like I say, they get a message directly to their actual handset, their mobile device, that's giving them certain instructions and delivering certain content to them But keep in mind, they're in the database, they'll be impressed, okay? And you're also encouraging them to, share that offer to receive additional discounts or promotions that you have running in the store. Now, there are a lot of other things that we could do beyond just sending coupons, and those things, can be increase your social network followers, increase more transactions per year, capture email, support various causes. So couponing is very important, but there are a lot more things that we can do besides couponing to show you how mobile marketing makes sense. Now, it makes a lot of sense when you begin to look at the cost, the most effective, the most serious, um, the most effective form of marketing, the most cost-effective form of marketing in the history of marketing. We're talking about literally a matter of cents, and those cents translate into dollars. For example, if you ran a campaign over 30 days or 90 days out, or you have 1,000 people, just for example, in your database, and you get a 2% response rate, that's basically 20 people that respond, that come in and buy your average transaction. The average transaction might be $50. So you get 20 people times $50. That's your return on investment. So, and that's direct, quantifiable return on this media, uh, actually making some headway in terms of growing your business, growing your database, growing your revenue. And so people, we pay all the time. As in the case of the flyer that you had that I picked up, like maybe 15 of them off the ground at that festival. And I said, wait till I show these to Paula, or wait till I say, see Paula, I was going to tell you about it. It just so happened I saw you coming out of the pizza shop. And people pay to get their message to their clients, but the thing that we're not aware of a lot of times is, are they reading these? And this comes from a research institute showing basically that 5% email campaigns are read, only 1.50% of direct mail that you send to people's houses read, and a quarter of print advertising are read. But when we look at mobile marketing, we talk about a 97% read rate. We're saying that that's basically nearly everybody who you send that message to is going to read that. And the way that we ensure that we're getting those types of read rates, and we're getting into that customers stream of communication, is by taking something, for example, like the business card or the flyer that you had, and integrating a mobile keyword in on it, like text loose to 55469, for example, for a free haircut. We can do these types of scenarios with all of your marketing material, bring them up